What's up, guys? We're bricked up. This guy's not
I'm
bricked up
not.
anymore. You're not?
Yeah, it was last episode.
Bro, you gotta get money.
I do. Technically, I just got a grant, as I said last episode.
Shut the hell up.
However, it's going to pay for my rent.
Yeah,
So,
that's a smarter idea, to be honest.
yeah. I'm gonna make sure I don't spend it so I can pay my rent.
Yeah, don't do that. I meant don't
I
spend
was
on
gonna
other
say, don't
shit.
pay my rent.
Pay your
So
rent.
do buy a
I'm saying pay
UCS
your.
Vididor.
Yes, but not now. Later on, when you have a job. Be smart with your money, chat.
True.
But yeah,
UCS Vididor.
shut the hell up. You don't have the money for that right now. You don't have the facilities. Also, did your camera just like zoom out?
What the fuck happened there? Why did it do that? That was weird. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah. We're the Bricked Up podcast. I'm bricked. He's up.
That
I'm
is
Jaden.
stupid.
He's Mark.
That is so stupid.
We're just two guys. I'm building Legos.
Oh my god.
It keeps zooming out. Zoom it back in.
I saw what happened. It actually just will not let me zoom it back in. Okay, it's stuck here.
I mean, that's an okay level. The other one was too far.
Oh, interesting thing with this camera. Let me become Walter White.
Oh hell no. Go back.
It removes the headset too.
Go back, please.
Okay. We're back to being bricked up.
All that was what? Pause. Wait, what did you say?
What?
What did he say?
What
did he say? What did he say? Nah. Yeah, we're just a couple dudes chilling, hanging out.
Building Legos.
I'm building Legos.
You know, I'm not, but yeah. You know, it's whatever.
I'm bricked up. You could say that I'm bricked up. But today
we're gonna be asking, who's the asshole?
Yeah, I'm still in a little thing off of Mosh Pit.
Because it's a great idea of let's figure out who the asshole is. In these situations.
I watch those videos all the damn time. I'm an avid viewer of like, do you know Shane on Smosh Pit?
Yeah, I do.
He does a show where he does he has like a couple people on from Smosh, and we'll talk about, or we'll just sit and read Am I the Asshole stuff. It's kind of like a mini podcast thing that he does.
Actually, let me make sure
on the Smosh Pit channel. And it's really, really fun to watch. And so
it seems very fun.
We're yoinking off of that.
Yoinking some ideas from successful ones.
Hitting the little yoinking twist, even though we're not twisting it in the slightest. What? We're just not.
We're just adding our takes on newer stuff, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're adding our takes on it, and surely we'll have some sort of intellectual take on that. I'm just gonna be on shit.
I mean, that. I don't know if we can have intellectual take on this one.
This is crazy, but yeah, I'll pull it.
I can agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna be building. He's gonna be reading, and we'll say what the hell we think about it afterwards.
Yep.
So, why don't you? First of all, I want to show them
what the title is.
The title of this, dude.
It is crazy.
Am I the asshole for digging in my heels about sex in a prenup?
Like the fuck? I have not. We don't know what these are.
What we're doing? Yeah, we haven't read any of these, and we're looking at the top or the hottest, like most upvoted stuff, for the month. And this is the first one that popped up, and I just want to know what it's about now. Yeah, it looks crazy. It sounds crazy, and yeah, after you read it, I want to hear a couple of the comments to see what they think. But we're gonna be determining if someone's an asshole.
It even starts off. I honestly can't believe I'm asking this, but my boyfriend has gotten so mad that I'm feeling a little crazy now.
That is insane.
Both 34, he had a terrible marriage before me that ended in a dead bedroom, and he's determined to never go back to that life again. Understood, I think that sucked for him to experience. So now he wants a prenup and literally write in the prenup that we will have sex X amount of times a week, or I will get absolutely nothing in the divorce. Nothing.
Oh my god. Just keep
That
going.
is. I had already agreed to a 50-50 prenup of marital assets, and we keep what we came into the marriage with. Now that's not enough for him. He wants me to prove, quote unquote, that I won't stop having sex with him in the future. I tell him that I can't prove the future, and putting something in writing doesn't prove that. Now he says I must have a guilty conscience if I won't sign these terms, because if I'm so certain it won't happen, then what's the problem? But to me, it makes me feel like a sex slave and not a loved wife or partner. I gotta agree with her. Like,
yeah, that
the
makes sense.
fuck? Like, sex X amount of times a week? A week?
She's definitely not the asshole in my opinion, but
No.
what does the comment say? That is crazy.
That is
That
like,
is like crazy.
well,
Because
also like,
that's saying that he's trying to get her to like
it's like forcing
have
it. It's
sex
like,
with her even after they get fucking divorced, if they get divorced.
could you imagine at the end of the week, like, oh, I didn't hit the fucking quota this week.
That is
We gotta have sex
crazy.
3 times now. Like, hitting a quota is crazy for that kind of stuff.
Sounds like I don't know. This guy is stupid. What does some of the comments say?
Is this the boyfriend you broke up with a few months ago because you had to experience reasons to break up with him back then, and then you can have excellent reasons to break up again, but this time stay broken up. So let's see. Oh, so they actually did break up, and then they were gonna get
Back
married?
together?
They broke up and
Maybe they were married and they were doing prenup stuff, which is or maybe they got back together and then they got married. I don't know.
well, because the previous person said they were in a terrible marriage and they didn't want to have to deal with a quote unquote dead bedroom. Um, but they had a boyfriend, broke up with them, got back together, and then were thinking about getting married.
I don't know. Is there a
I wanted, yeah, she said, I wanted to believe his apologies, but this just kills me. Yeah, like,
is there like a consensus on if
well, everybody's like, didn't you break, like, if you look at it, she had another post where she broke up with him, and they're all like, you broke up with him.
hmm,
Like, you're, like, are you
and you're back with
serious?
them? Yeah.
Yeah, like, what? And everybody's like, get the fuck out of there. That's not,
And stay
does
the
he
fuck out
even
of
have a
there.
lawyer? Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there and stay the fuck out of there. That's my advice.
And
That is a crazy
here's a
person.
perfect comment. And you still want to marry him? Good luck with that. Prenup aside, this man is a walking red flag. To even like think that it's okay to ask your partner for that is like one thing, and is
Especially
crazy by
but
itself.
but let's put it even further. It's like if you get
To even
divorced,
like,
if we get divorced, I still want to have sex with you, and it says that you have to do it.
oh, does it say? Did it say that?
I think it's in the prenup. It says that.
I
So
read it
now he
as
wants a prenup, and
I
literally
read
write
it
in the
as
prenup that we will have sex an amount of times a week, or else I get absolutely nothing.
I read that as they would have to if they
Oh,
didn't do
during the
that, and
marriage.
then yeah, during marriage, and then if they got divorced, then you wouldn't get anything.
Yeah, I
Because
was
that I
thinking
could see
something entirely
that
different.
like is a little bit. It's not reasonable, but it's more reasonable than the alternative. I still think the last thing now. What just the then what's the problem? Just be a sex slave. Like what is the deal? Like what the fuck?
Crazy,
That is
insane
crazy.
statement.
Yeah. Like, what is the deal? Like, the fuck? Yeah, everybody's like, red flag,
Bro
not the
just
asshole.
needs he needs someone that is
I
into that, I guess. Bro,
or
he has
just
to,
knows
or
it
he
shouldn't
needs
date.
a mental reevaluation before he dates
Yeah,
again, which makes more sense.
yeah. Uh, okay, this one's actually more realistic.
More
You want
tame.
to keep going? Yeah, more tame. I mean, like, not tame. It's more of like a. It's actually reasonable, I think. My
Uh,
ex left me. Do you want me to read it?
oh my lord. Huh. Yeah, go ahead.
What? Okay. My ex left me the majority of his estate. Amounts to, uh, 700,000. I can't read. I can't
Seven
count
hundred
now.
thousand
Gross.
dollars.
Yeah, $700,000. His parents demand that I leave it to his wife and child.
I'm assuming, based on start of the, or based on the title, that partner died, ex partner died, had a will, forgot to rewrite the will after he remarried.
Oh, is that your like assumption, like
I'm
guessing?
assuming
Okay.
because
I mean,
well, how else would she get the
reading the first
estate?
one, the first sentence I could see just off that. So, my ex and I were together for almost 20 years. We never
Okay,
got
never
married
mind.
because it never felt necessary, and we were child free. I had problems with BC, so he chose vasectomy. I found out that he was
W
cheating on
man.
me 3 years ago, and I left him.
I'm not W man. I hate that I said W man. Terrible
He
timing.
got he got with his AP. What is AP?
Other
Oh, I guess the person that he was cheating on with.
other partner
Uh
is what I that's
oh
not
yeah.
the same, but another, I don't
Six,
know.
6 months later, I heard that they were getting married. Uh, I found out that I was pregnant with my current BF a year into dating, and even though we still weren't there in the relationship, we thought that we could make it happen. And sure enough, we're very happy and we love our little family very much. My ex kept texting me on occasions like birthdays and holidays. I never answered. But when he heard about my daughter, he sent me a lengthy and hurtful text about cheating on him, and never
What?
texted me again.
What?
First of all, he cheated.
Yeah,
And
and got
then,
married.
yeah, and hurtful about her cheating on him. First of all, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay. I never answered. A few months later, my ex ended his life. Okay.
Oh.
This was
Okay,
about
well
4 months ago.
that's before that's an editing thing. Don't worry about it. Just keep reading.
This was about 4 months ago. His wife is apparently giving birth anytime now. I was surprised. I was contacted by a solicitor to tell me that I have inherited his ex's estate. He had left everything to me besides some of his parents' pension and his nephew. I got a letter from him apologizing for what he did and saying that he never that or saying that he loved me and wished me and my family happiness and he wanted to help with that. Now his wife and parents are very angry and demand that I leave them everything. I don't know. Um, I don't know what that says. If I kept it being,
Don't know what that says.
would it? I guess would I be the asshole if I kept it because that's what I want
Oh,
and it's what he wanted as well.
is
Oh,
it
that is actually how you
WITA?
say it.
It's would I be the asshole? Yeah.
Would I be the asshole?
Is it
I was
Wibta?
just
Does it say
yeah, it is
Wibta?
Wibta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's would I be
I
the
saw that
asshole?
and I was like, I'm just gonna assume, and I didn't. I got it fully right. I didn't even check it.
Oh, that is completely right.
This one is kind of a confusing one because there's
It's
so many layers to it.
there's a lot of layers.
Like, so obviously he had something going on, and he was very upset that, like, he found, I guess, maybe the love of his life, and then made a 3 year long mistake. Like, that's a long ass mistake.
People are
But then
stupid.
wanted to attempt to repay her by ending it, which is such an. I think the family's the asshole for asking.
Yeah,
I
I
think, but
think
it
he was in
also
a
it
terrible
feels.
mental.
Yeah, he was in a terrible mental like. But also at the same time, I could see the parents being like, he was in a depressed state. Maybe he was
Also,
just thinking not clearly.
let's not forget that this guy is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, he had mental problems, and it is very sad that someone will end their life that way. But he's not a good person, and just because
No,
we're not defending him is what I'm trying to say. We're not defending his actions. Bro did
no, the
not.
cheating is awful.
Yeah, the
Like I
cheating
don't.
is terrible, and then trying to blame her or talk to her about cheating
Yeah,
after she didn't even cheat. She just, you know, moved on to the next
I
person.
think I think it's more of like it, because he technically he wanted to try and repay, but also he had to end his life to do that. When he also could have given, I guess he could have given his like a state away. I don't like. I don't know. There's a lot of layers
There, yeah,
there. That's hard
there's a
to like.
shit ton of layers.
But like, I think she should keep it because
Yeah,
obviously, like,
I think it depends on what was given to the wife and kid. Because
yeah, I guess that
because
too. If like they got nothing,
if they
then
got
I'd be like,
absolutely nothing, then she should at least like, I don't know, split the money.
yeah, I
But
can see that.
at the same time,
I think
if they
maybe
got shit like that much in shit too, and they are asking, they're trying to force her to give the shit back.
well,
Then
yeah, it doesn't say entire. It just says X's estate,
yeah,
but
so
like
I
that
would assume
assumes that
everything
there's
else.
only that assume. I feel like yeah, you're right. Probably everything else went to them.
I mean, it makes sense. Wife and kid is like,
Yeah. Oh wait, no. It says he had left everything to me besides some of his parents' pension and his nephew.
oh,
That, so he actually,
okay,
she
well
did get
then
everything.
I don't, I don't know the moral. I'm not gonna weigh in a moral standpoint to be honest because I have no clue.
I think, like,
I don't think she should keep everything.
yeah, well, like, I think the parents are an asshole for asking, but also at the same time, I think she's an asshole for not even like thinking at least a little bit. Um,
It's an everybody sucks here situation. But what do
well, the thing is, I wouldn't say she sucks. I think it's just like
um
not thinking, even though she might not really like that guy at all, or her ex. Like, I think it would still be nice to think of the family.
well yeah, I'm not saying she's that bad. I'm just saying it's a tough moral situation.
It's also interesting. The wife and child may have legal claim to his estate, so it's also possible that if she doesn't like come to an agreement with the family, that they might take everything anyways.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like is a lot of the. I've already seen two things that go off of legality. That's not the thing
Yeah,
here.
that's not the point. I don't know.
That is an interesting point. Flip the script, they would give you nothing, but also like
But
technically she
it
wouldn't be
is his
inclined
yeah,
to
it is his
entitled to
wife.
anything.
It is his wife and kid. The kid should get
Yeah,
something. I think at the very least. Like the
yeah,
wife,
like
I don't know the money situation obviously, but the wife doesn't need something in my opinion, but the kid should get something in like a savings account or some amount because he lost his fucking parent.
dude, so
So
many of these people are like, "You're not the asshole. Take all the money and block them all." And I'm like, "Whoa, they're just gonna fight you legally if you do that. Maybe
yeah,
come
they'll
to like
fight
an agreement or
legally.
something."
I think come to an agreement, but it sounds like it's tough because I think the parents and the wife are gonna like fight for they want everything. So
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know.
some of
That's an
these are more
extremely tough
reasonable.
situation.
Yeah.
I don't think she would be the asshole for keeping it, but would she be able to? I don't know. What are some of the comments saying?
I'm just looking over if it was. Now, also though, I guess it would be respectful for the wishes. Um, so I understand that part, but sometimes people make like when they're in a depressive state, they don't make
Right, good decisions.
rational choices.
Yeah,
Not like good or bad, just
I
not
know.
rational.
I understand what you're
Um,
saying.
Yeah, or they
I was just
think,
saying in a broadened way.
yeah. Um, although there's that movie that came out. Um,
Movie.
what was it? It was the detective movie that came out.
Detective movie.
Yeah, let me look it up. It,
Recently?
semi recently. Uh, I have to make sure that
This is
this is the
definitely
right
not
one.
that one.
I have to make sure that this is the right
Unless
one.
it is, of course.
It is. I just again have to make sure it's the right one.
Bum.
Okay, it was the original Knives Out.
Oh, okay.
Where
I think I've.
did you watch it?
I don't. No, no.
Well, so if you don't care about spoilers, I'm gonna raise my hands once the spoilers are over. Um, but pretty much what occurred in that movie is that you're pretty much trying to figure out who the killer is to this person that's really fucking rich, like ungodly rich. They own this massive estate worth a lot of money and whatnot. And you slowly find out over the time is that the rest of the family only really cares about the main guy for his money, like the old guy for his money. The rest of the family don't actually really care about him. Again, just his money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so what happens is you find out that the brother-in-law, or one of the brothers, were trying to sabotage something, trying to kill the father to try and get a bunch of money. Because I think he was just taken out of the will and he wanted to kill him before he was fully taken out or something like that.
Hmm.
I don't fully remember. But it didn't entirely matter because the rest of the family was also taken out of the will entirely.
Damn.
Because he instead wanted to give the money um, to the maid that worked for him, that made sure he got his medicine, that cared for him, that made sure he stayed alive and was really respectful and whatnot. Um, she's the main character you follow pretty much, besides the detective.
Yeah.
And at first, everybody blames her for the killing because, or no, nobody blames her actually, weirdly enough. But like at first, you think it's her because it like all lines up. You think it's
And
her,
because she got the money.
yeah, and because of that. Uh, and then after the detective slowly realizes is that he, somebody else accidentally sabotaged it, and that what actually happened. So like the original person who came back to kill him swapped out his meds, so he'd take the wrong meds and take too much of one.
Yeah.
And so she had thought she had accidentally given the wrong meds to the old guy. And the old guy's like, okay, I don't want this to ruin you. You do not deserve to take the fall for me dying. I'm even going to make it look like I killed myself, so that you get the rest of the money for all this estate that I've been giving to you. Now, he doesn't say that. He just says, I don't want you to take the fall for it, pretty much. So I just leave and I'll take care of it. And so she leaves, and he's like, by the way, make sure you leave this very specific way so they don't get caught. So she leaves, and the detective comes in or whatever. But it kind of shows like passing on a money that you don't believe your family should own to a family that you think should own it. Um, it's a very interesting idea, especially since they're not related. They weren't in a relationship. He just really appreciated what she did.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think it's really interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That
Spoilers
way.
over. Spoilers over.
Hmm.
Yeah. I really enjoy both Knives Out movies. They are both
That sounds
excellent
extremely
films.
interesting.
Yeah. Especially the second one that came out. Like I think it might have gotten worse reviews. Actually, it might have gotten better reviews. Um I really enjoy both. Oh no, it actually did get worse reviews. It kind of upsets me because it's so much fun. Um And in the second Knives Out movie called Glass Onion, they play Among Us within like the first 10 seconds.
Oh Jesus.
So funny. He's literally playing Among Us in a fucking bathtub. Oh, it's so funny. I don't know. It's very the story. That type of story is very interesting because it kind of shows that like it shows a passing of money again that you don't believe you should have or that you think your family should have.
Yeah, that's why wills exist. Is for that sole reason.
I guess technically though, I didn't really need to say it was a spoiler because I think it happens. You find out like the will. You find out some of it.
Either way,
Or
it's for people who haven't seen it yet, just in case.
yeah.
But
Sorry, I was reading the next one a little bit.
hey, don't go ahead.
I'm not. Well, no, I just read the title.
Oh,
It's an interesting one.
was there like a consensus in the comments on?
No, because a lot of people were like, you shouldn't need to take. A lot of people were like, you shouldn't. You should just take all the money, leave them. And then some people were like, you should still take all the money, and then here's how you legally fight it. And then some people were like, um, actually, yeah, I guess it was a consensus is that she should take the money.
Okay.
And I get it from a point of view that like she was with him for 20 years, and 3 of those years were being cheated on. But also that's not the family's fault.
Yeah, I think yet again, I personally think that the kid should get some.
I think that too. Like because
The wife, sure, you can like say
you could do
forget
whatever
you.
that.
You can say forget you to the wife or whatever you want to do on that end. But the kid should definitely get something.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just not
Well,
having
actually,
not
wait.
having a father figure
Never mind.
be
Plot
terrible.
here. Twist here.
Twist.
He got a vasectomy.
That's a good point.
How the?
Maybe you can reverse a vasectomy very easily.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It'd be very interesting though if that wasn't his kid.
If it wasn't, then they don't need anything.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Obviously, it was his wife,
Uh,
and so legally it could be different. But
Yeah. I mean,
the
maybe that. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
well, if it is his kid, then the kid deserves money. If not, then
Mm,
uh, keep the money
true.
if you can, of course.
Yeah,
Anyways,
legally you'd probably have to settle some dispute just because, again, somebody commented that the wife and kid might technically have stake in the estate.
yeah,
I don't know how that works.
it's because it's
And
his. Uh, they
and
lived with him, I
obviously
think. So
trust Reddit lawyers,
yeah, definitely trust Reddit lawyers.
armchair Reddit lawyers.
The armchairs, I can't trust them all.
Yeah.
They're all so great at what they do.
Uh, Here's the next one though.
Yeah,
Am I the
next
asshole
tip.
for saying to my mom at family dinner, "Well, I wouldn't stay with a man who hits my kids, so I guess we have different priorities." Oh
Damn,
my god.
damn. That's a I wouldn't stay with a man who hits my
Wow.
kids. I guess. Damn.
Wow.
So let's read. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna make any judgments yet, because that is a
Yeah,
crazy statement.
because especially since the last one you started off
That's
with
a W,
good
man.
man and then
Yeah,
immediately after.
because I don't know about you, but I like the idea that if a woman can't like take birth control
Yeah,
and like it'll mess her up, then the man should get a vasectomy.
true.
If you want to not use condoms and shit.
Yeah. Um, I'm low contact with my parents because growing up, my dad was physically abusive and my mom was emotionally absent slash neglectful. They are in town visiting other family members, and we all decided to have a family dinner to catch up. For some background, my boyfriend will usually get me a nicer main gift or whatever holiday we're celebrating, along with one or two smaller side gifts. Side gifts are usually something like a funny shirt or a stuffed animal. Last year for my birthday, one of the smaller gifts my boyfriend gave me was a sweatshirt from Costco. It was just a gray sweatshirt with Costco's logo printed on it repeatedly all over it. My boyfriend said he just saw it and thought I would like it, and he was right. I really like it and I wear it all the time. I wore the
Same.
Costco sweatshirt to my family dinner last night. Someone at the table complimented it and said, thanks, my boyfriend got it for me for my birthday. My mom scrunched up her nose and loudly said, he got you a sweater from Costco for your birthday? I told her that wasn't the only thing he got me for my birthday, and she replied, oh, good, I would never stay with a man who gave me a sweatshirt from Costco as a
Jesus
gift.
Christ.
I was pretty put off by that point, so I said,
Yes.
well, I wouldn't stay with a man who hits my kids, so I guess we're different priorities. My mom didn't really respond at that point and couldn't tell my dad. I could tell my dad was pissed. They stayed pretty quiet throughout the rest of the dinner. They don't like it when I bring up the fact that they used to hit us kids in front of people outside of our immediate family. My mom and dad were pretty angry at me when everyone else left. Though when everyone else left though, and told me there was no need to embarrass my mom at dinner. They asked me to apologize, and I won't. First of all, they embarrassed you starting off. They were like,
Yeah.
I would never date a man who wouldn't buy me, you know.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, and then immediately like that would say fucking immediate fire back and
Yeah, the
insane.
clapback is awesome.
They clap back, like
The
literally,
clapback
she
is
got poked
awesome.
and got she poked, she pushed a button and got smacked. That is
We
crazy.
love clapbacks like that, dude.
I'm gonna assume everybody says here, not the asshole.
Yeah, those are terrible, terrible parents.
M- Somebody else said, my bringing up dad's abuse didn't embarrass him. People knowing he abused me did. That's his fault and failure, not mine. True. Real. Yeah, why? I don't think you need to apologize. You have nothing to
Yeah, there's
apologize
nothing
for.
to. If anything, they should be apologizing if they haven't already.
Well, not even that. Like,
Like, I mean, like, for
if
the
you got
past,
abused for your childhood, like so heavily, they you can kind of say whatever the fuck you want, like how I see it.
especially to them, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't. Obviously, you can't like. There's certain things you obviously can't do. I don't know exactly what it'd be because sometimes you go too far, but like obviously I think you could pretty much say what you want.
That's not that far, in my opinion, based on
No, I
what.
don't think that's that far.
That's not that far at all, and she, there's no need for her to uh fucking apologize.
No, not even. I don't think so at all. Like they pretty much just got their taste their own medicine,
Yeah,
I think.
especially since she got provoked by her mom saying what she did. Like,
Yeah.
just let the girl. The girl appreciates what she got. Let the girl appreciate what she got.
Someone said, imagine sitting at that table and like imagine sitting at that table, the mouth your mouth would be fucking dropped, your jaw
Yeah,
open, ajar. I would
fucking.
literally if I heard that I'd be like,
If I'm at a family table and like I don't know, my cousin says that shit, my jaw would just be like, oh, it'd just be,
it would be on the
it
ground.
would drop to the floor.
Yeah.
Insane. I love the clapback though.
I'll
W clapback.
apologize when you undo my trauma.
I swear.
Uh, Somebody
What's
said, interesting that only your mom seems to be embarrassed, not your dad.
yeah? The dad just
Yeah.
seemed mad.
Yeah. Mad that she was right.
Yeah, which is insane still.
That one I'm not gonna do because I feel. Uh, let's try to get a funnier one. I think. Um, what's a funnier one?
What's a funnier one? One that looks
Yeah.
funny. Duh. What are you stupid?
Shut up.
While you're searching, you want to talk about social media a little bit? A little bit.
Yeah. Sorry. I just. Well, so first of all, Reddit. Um, so many people are so instant to choose the OP side, and obviously for good reason, because a lot of times it is. You
A
know.
lot of yeah, a lot of the time it is, but there's also a lot of the time it's not.
Yeah, a lot of time it's like because it's kind of like yelling into an echo chamber. You're kind of there just to hear what you want. So
Yeah.
obviously you're gonna fudge some details about what actually
If
occurred.
I think if a person is like getting in an argument with like an SO or some shit, a significant other, and they immediately go to Reddit after what happened, it's just like that
Yeah,
is stupid,
It's
and
just
you're not
strange.
communicating with your partner.
Or it wouldn't even be that. It'd be fine if they didn't want to listen to your communication and you didn't know where else to like purge your
Yeah,
anger. That I'd get, but it'd be more of like if it's an instant like I'm angry. This is how I'm gonna purge my information without first contact, like communicating. Then yeah,
and not having the other side of the story of a lot of situations too is
yeah, that has been a
not
big
great.
issue a lot of times. But yeah, social media is kind of just terrible a lot of times, especially since how you can like when you see a comment or like a tweet or something, there's probably like a 50-50 chance that it's actually a bot, that it's a real person. I don't know what the actual odds are, but it definitely feels like
On Reddit,
50-50. No,
I feel
just
like
in
it's hard.
general.
I feel
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard that it would be a human on Reddit.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot easier to catch bot accounts just because,
But there's a lot of fake shit that people write
yeah, there's a lot of fake shit.
on. But we're
Um,
obviously going off of the assumption, like last episode, that everything is real
yeah.
and it actually
Uh,
happened.
let's see. Am I the asshole for calling my uh husband an incel?
Huh.
This one's
It,
longer.
it could be a little loaded.
Yeah, do you want to try it?
If you want to, I
Yeah,
don't care.
let's do it. Throwaway for obvious reasons. Could use any advice you all have. Some background. It's always weird whenever they make throwaways because then they give their exact age
Yeah,
and then they detail exactly what happened. And I'm like,
not really gonna work if they get on
yeah,
Reddit. But
yeah, yeah, whatever. I've been with my husband, also 23, for about 4 years, only about 6 months married. I love him dearly, and he's a very sweet guy. He's pretty conservative. We differ in that regard, and most of his male friends are as well. Back in college a few years ago, my husband and some of his friends started following this conservative male influencer on social media.
oh
Oh, I feel
no.
like I already know who it is.
We're not gonna make any assumptions.
This man's whole shtick was essentially shaming random men on the internet for simping for their girlfriends or wives. How did he do this? Fans would send him photos of random straight couples, which he would screenshot and draw green lines over. Oh, it's that dude! Oh my god, I forgot about him.
Crazy.
Indicating which directions the man and woman in the photo were leading. If the woman has a standing straight up photo and the man was leading towards her, the influencer would dub the man a simp and post the photo
Jesus
online for everyone to make
Christ.
fun of. The ideal photo, in the influencer's opinion, was one where the man was standing straight up and the woman was leaning into him. Anything else, the man was a simp who could not control his woman. Yes, this is 100%
Ugh.
real.
Controlling. Ugh.
Already, like,
Terrible.
terrible start.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't love that my now husband has was a fan of this influencer, but he reassured me that it was all a joke. Because
Oh, a
some of them,
joke.
some of them I do laugh at, and I'm like, "What the fuck? How do you even
Yeah, some
fucking
of them
think of
are
this?"
absurd.
They're funny in the fact that they're absurd and ridiculous and terrible.
Okay.
Um, but I would not consider any of us a fan because we thought a thing was funny.
Oh, hell no.
But he reassured me that it was all a joke and that he didn't actually believe anything that this guy said. I believed him until I started to notice that when we would take pictures together, my husband was
Oh
pulling away from
no.
me and attempting to have me lean into him. Oh, God.
Ruh-roh, we got an L-mans.
Yeah, at first I brushed it off, but it kept happening. This irritated me because I don't particularly love my side profile, but I was being forced to turn to the side and lean into him in every single photo we were taking. I would try to pull away so that I could face the camera head on, but he would pull me back in and or refuse to move. I confronted him about it a few times, but he said that he wasn't doing anything. I was making it up. Gaslighting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I brushed this off for a while, and over time, as our relationship progressed, we weren't taking as many photos, anyways. But this all came to a head when last weekend we were visiting his family for Christmas. My husband was mentioning how him and I don't have enough recent photos together, so his sister offered to take one for us. We posed for the photo, me facing straight ahead, his arm around me, but once again I noticed that he was trying to angle me sideways and pull himself away from me. I got frustrated and stepped away, saying that I no longer wanted the photo. He asked me why, and I told him that he was doing the thing he always did, forcing me to always to have my side profile photographed when all I wanted was a normal straight-on photo. I asked him if he could do could please let me take a photo facing the camera, and his answer shocked me.
Oh no. Oh
Um,
no.
he said that he didn't like it when I was facing the camera, and he was leaning more into me because, and I quote, "our green lines were bad." I am 100% serious. My husband didn't want me to have a flattering photo because he thought that, according to this influencer, it would make him look like a simp.
God damn it, dude.
I asked him if he was serious, and he said yes. There is where I'm probably the asshole. I got so frustrated that I accused him of prioritizing the opinions of some random incel over those of his own wife. I then said that he needed to stop being an incel himself and take one single normal photo with me. He got very angry that I insinuated that he was being an incel and refused to take any photos with me. Later apologized for what I said, but he's been very short with me ever since. I know this was inappropriate, but I just can't believe that he won't take a normal photo with me. So am I the asshole? First of all, no. Even with
uh,
the part that she thinks she's the asshole, I don't think she is.
I don't know if it's. I don't know the definition of fucking incel, but obviously it's he was very ignorant at the very least, and he's very stupid.
Yeah, I
So
don't know if it. I don't think it counts. It doesn't count as an incel, because
if
obviously
you're gonna
to be an
take offense
incel,
to it that much, it's that like
yeah,
um
to be an incel, you have to hate women and almost by like having a wife that wouldn't work. I mean, it could
it
it would be
could.
weird. Yeah, it
Yeah.
could, but it'd just be weird. Um, but it's just so weird to like think simping over your wife.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's
okay,
literally your wife.
that's the whole.
Once
Is that not marriage? Like,
I swear I know it's a big meme on the internet that like simps, oh my god.
yeah, that's
Like
literally your fucking wife.
treating a woman correctly? You're a fucking simp, dude. You gotta fucking emotionally abuse people
So, ladies, no,
because
I'm just
then it would be
kidding.
normal. Like, no, that is so godforsakenly dumb, and it's why like the Andrew Tates
Yeah,
of
they
the
piss me
world
off a lot.
they royally piss me off. It's like
You know
you're
that
not alpha. It's like okay, but
maybe that's how we'll differentiate
I'm
ourselves as a podcast, is we're not sexist.
we're the non-sexist podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. It's just like it's so like it's just so weird. Just the take one single photo and he just is like, nope, can't do that. Can't have the green lines be bad.
Can't have the
Something that somebody
green
made up
lines.
online that has no actual real meaning behind it.
Can't can't be
It's
looking like a
just
simp. You can't be looking like a simp.
to your wife.
Can't be looking like a simp.
To your
Mark, it
wife.
doesn't matter, Mark. You can't be looking like a simp.
I cannot stress how much it is his wife. Like
I know. I'm in full agreement with you. But
it's just
you can't be looking like a simp. It's it's against all laws of nature. You cannot.
fellas, is it gay to love your wives?
I swear to God. Fellas.
The husband became a simp for the influencer. That's real.
Yep, that is real. He became a simp for the influencer so much that he believed what the fucking influencer was saying. Dude, you are so
Oh, this
ignorant.
is interesting.
You are
Wow, after 4
ignorant.
years together, you sure didn't know each other very well before getting married. I definitely knew who I feel like he pretended to be. Feels like he switched up on me since we tied the knot.
Huh.
Ooh.
That's a.
I wonder if
I
that's why
think.
a lot of divorces happen is
I think, in
because
my opinion, I don't know if they lived together before they were married or not, but I think that if you are in a serious relationship with someone and you are genuinely thinking about getting married to them, you should live with them for at least a year to see what type of a person they are. outside of just the relationship.
Yeah, but they were together for 4 years. I assume that they would have to have been living together.
Well, not necessarily.
I guess so.
Being together
I
for
don't
4 years
know.
is a long time, so he might just be fucking terrible, but
He might be.
that's obviously something that could be a factor.
Yeah.
But yeah, that he is very, very ignorant at the very least.
There we go.
Well, oh god, I don't know. That dude is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, he is. Just
I swear. Once a relationship, once I'm in a relationship, being stupid will be my number one priority to not be.
It should not be. I'm glad you
Like
added the last part.
my number one priority will to be not stupid. Because holy shit,
Yeah.
you hear these stories and you're just like, what the fuck, dude? Too many people are dumb.
Yeah.
Next story.
Am I the asshole for not mentioning I live below my means?
What does that mean?
Um,
Well,
I don't
I'm
know.
sure we will hear about it.
It's possible that this will be the last one too.
Yeah,
So, for
depends
context,
on.
yeah, I, 30 female, have lived in the same basement suite since I was 19 with my dog. I rented it from this lovely old couple and became very close with them. They treated me like family and we helped each other out a lot over the years. They kept my rent super cheap, would constantly spoil my dog and take him for walks while I was at work, and always gave me leftovers or invited me for dinner. I maintained the house and gardens and helped them with everyday elderly people might struggle with. When they passed away in a bus accident, I was very shocked to find out that they left me everything: their
Damn.
house, their cars, and their sizable savings. Fast forward to now. I'm getting married and my soon-to-be husband is aware of my circumstances, but I never told anyone else. I guess I didn't know how to deal with it, so I just ignored the entire situation and went on with life, as I always have. My fiance signed a prenup. It was his idea, and we started planning our wedding. We had been living in my basement suite, and the upstairs rented out, but mostly moved into the upstairs so we could grow our family. Reed get another dog. Well, when we sent out the wedding invitations, both our families freaked out. They couldn't understand how we could afford to get married at the place we chose. My fiance just said we can't afford it. We aren't hurting for money by any means, and he isn't sure why they think we are. His sister's response was, "You are a landscaper and a teacher. You should be poor." Oh my God,
Damn.
in a rather demeaning tone. Our families are livid that we never mentioned my inheritance and are accusing us of living frugally to hide it. We never lied or tried to hide it. We just never said anything
What?
and never changed our simple
Terrible
lifestyle.
family.
We just kept living the way we always had, and we're perfectly happy doing so. They literally so mad that we just declined that they declined the wedding invitation. The only people who will talk to us
Oh
is his
my
the
god.
only people who will talk to us is his brother, who was like, "Wait, do you guys own your house? Can I move into the basement?" My dad, who just wants to know when he gets a grandchild. Dad, Pog,
Yeah.
like that should already Pog. Am I the asshole for not telling anyone about my inheritance? Like the dad, I'm glad he's still like fine. It's just like, hey, just tell me when you guys get a kid. I don't care.
Motherfuckers. No, that is crazy.
That is crazy.
Insane. Bro, you you're not living a lavish enough lifestyle with how much money you got.
And also,
Live it
why
in a
does it?
lavish way now. Like
Well,
no.
also, it doesn't matter how much like you think that they make. They obviously have enough to make a wedding. Who
Yeah.
cares? Like, who cares?
Why are they declining the wedding, dude?
Yeah, just like go. Abuse the fucking money.
Have
Be
fun
like,
at that
hey,
wedding. That's what the
be like,
point
hey,
is.
if you guys have that much money, can I get like a fillet? Like like a well cooked fillet? Like just sneak in like extra stuff in there. There's no reason to be like mad. I
I
what is
don't
the wrong?
understand
There's nothing
families
wrong with
like
it.
that, dude. That
I
is
do love these
dumb.
because like when people post this, it's so obviously not the asshole. Like you're so obviously not. But maybe people get in their own heads, of course. So
Yeah, it's definitely that. Insane though.
yeah,
Can't imagine, bro. insane.
Just insane. Everybody's like not the asshole.
Well, yeah,
They just
I swear, if anyone says that they are, like, it's her money to keep. First of all, second of all, she doesn't have to tell anybody about anything if she doesn't want to.
yeah,
She's an adult.
very
Let her
true.
live her life, dude.
Let her just live her life. So that was not the last one because that only took 5 minutes.
The family are bitches because
Yeah, that was an easy like. Yeah, they're not good people.
family isn't good. The OP is cool.
Hmm.
But we probably have time for one more story.
Yeah, I think one more we're good.
But before the story, I want to show this. Look, look at.
Ooh, oh, is that the weapons rack?
Yeah, it has like a jetpack. It has the helmet, and gun, and like the forge hammer. Really cool.
That's pretty sick. I would even. Ooh,
Yeah, this has like a full interior design.
that is sick as fuck. I guess it is the collector's edition, so.
Yeah, the UCS editions of shit is like insane. It's why I want the Venator and the Millennium Falcon so much.
Right. Um, am I the asshole for calling my mom delusional for thinking I had a good
Delusional.
childhood?
Yeah, we're back. Delusional.
But did you hear the
No,
rest
I
of
didn't
that?
hear it, but I'm just saying we're back. Delusional.
Am I the asshole for calling my mom delusional for thinking I had a good childhood?
Damn.
Damn.
That's that's a little stacked, isn't it?
Yeah. I, 23, have a twin Angela. Angela had leukemia as a child. She had been cancer free since we were 10, thankfully. Since she was sick, a lot as a child, I was basically invisible to our parents. Angela and I were still best friends at the time, but my parents, grandparents, and aunts and uncles, etc., basically forgot I existed within that time. They sent me to a boarding school from the age of 8 to 14. I asserted that they had to send me away because Angela was undergoing treatment and they didn't have the capacity to take care of me. But it was an excuse after excuse about why I couldn't come home for 4 years after Angela was cancer free. Eventually, they brought me back when I was about 14, but I was very antisocial at that point and just stayed in my room all the time. I spoke to Angela here and there. We weren't super close anymore because we had been separated for a while.
Yeah.
Last night, I was at my parents' house with my boyfriend. My parents were showing my boyfriend the photo album of me and Angela as kids. I had some as a baby, but not much after the age of like 2-ish. My boyfriend asked if there's another photo album because he wanted to see what I looked like from like growing up. My mom said there aren't any more pictures of me, but he can just look at the picture of Angela since we're identical and that's the same thing. No. I got
No,
quite angry at this
that's
and
not the
said,
same thing.
"Yeah, we're two separate people, and just she should just say that they aren't interested in taking photos of me when I was growing up because they had other things to worry about." But looking at Angela isn't a replacement of me of the pictures I don't have. My mom said I should have sent more pictures of myself when I was at boarding school.
Yeah,
So that,
should have. You just should have, known whenever you were a child to send fucking pictures to yourself.
yeah, I was at boarding school, so then she'd have stuff to show. I said, "Wow,
Crazy.
one would think the responsibility of having pictures of a child growing up would be on the parents."
Yeah.
When my boyfriend left, we had a bigger conversation about this. My mom said she felt that the conversation showed that I resented her and my dad for that period of time where they weren't talking, where they were taking care of Angela. I admitted that I do kind of resent them for that, especially the part where they took 4 years to bring me back home after Angela wasn't sick anymore. My mom said their reasoning was that they felt like I was well settled there and having a good childhood and they didn't want me to disrupt my life by bringing me back. I was shocked to hear that and said, "Having a good childhood at a boarding school far from home, are you delusional?"
That's
My mom
a
has been
normal
crying
statement.
and my dad is angry that I have made her upset over something that happened so long ago. He said I won't understand how hard that was for them until I become a parent myself, and that I should apologize to my mom for talking to her like that. I admit my tone was harsh, but I don't think I said anything wrong. I think um
Uh,
it's weird. So it was from 8 to
terrible. Yeah,
14.
it's
Which
a.
means that she was at boarding school for 2 years, and they were like, "Oh, let's just keep her there for 4 more years." Like that's
after the other Angela, after her sister
yeah.
had
Like
beaten cancer, which
like 2
W.
years isn't that long to go back home to. So
Yeah,
like I understand where the parents are upset that they would say something like that, but also like because I could see sending her away because they didn't think they could take care of her. But like when the time was right to bring her back, why not? Like what is the reason not to? Besides,
because
oh
we thought you were settled there. Well, like I understand you think it's probably a horrible reality that the parents had. To be honest, like that
yeah,
is
it
a
probably was.
horrible,
Like
horrible reality where they don't know what to do, so they choose the wrong decision.
yeah, like especially since they had one with cancer and then it's like shit, we have to send the other off to boarding school because we just can't take care of both. That
Yeah,
I understand. That's a harsh
yeah,
reality. A lot of parents would have, I wouldn't say made the same decision, but made similar decisions. I
yes.
think,
Us at least
like
something
maybe
like it.
sending it off to sending another kid off to grandparents or whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, but like still waiting 4 more years is the crazy part. Like, and she even mentioned like there's nothing wrong. Not that there
After the
wasn't
other
anything
sister was
wrong.
cancer free.
Uh, yeah, they said especially the part where it took 4 years. That is like completely
That's like
justified.
just that's yeah, being mad for over that because I agree with being mad over that because it's basically just some form of neglect where it's just like they either forgot or something along those lines and now they're trying to blame her for that shit. It's like
Yeah,
you should have taken
yeah,
pictures. That
yeah.
shit is
That is
crazy.
crazy. That is insane.
Mom trying to blame
Also, like saying that
her.
because something happened a long time ago doesn't like, especially as a kid, that shit sticks way longer than everything else.
Yeah. Because I mean, especially in the time range that she was growing, 8
Yeah,
to
like
14,
that's a pretty big
that is
part.
a pivotal time of a young person's life.
Yeah, because that's the
Like
point
you're
where you actually start talking to people. That's when you start like figuring out who you are.
it's
Um,
it's like right it fits right along with like the puberty timeline.
yeah,
And like
like
that's when you're starting to learn about yourself like you said and all of that shit and it's like
you couldn't do that
yeah,
because your parents were like,
you had to be in boarding school cuz your parents neglected you for 4 years.
yeah. Because I guess it would still technically be neglect for the first two, but like it's more
It
justifiable.
makes more sense for the first two, but for the 4 years, no, it doesn't make sense at all. Four
Yeah,
years
no,
after, like no, not in the slightest.
yeah.
What are the comments saying?
Everybody's saying not the asshole.
Yeah, same as us.
There's
I would
not a
hope.
single person I found that says you are the asshole. Not a single soul.
Well, that's
Now
good. At least
the
some
only
people
downside
online are
with
normal.
"Am I the asshole" subreddit is that people, if they believe that they could be the asshole, they won't post.
Yeah,
So it's
or
hard.
they're so delusional that they think that they're not the asshole
Yeah,
because they've like kind of gaslit themselves into thinking that.
that's also possible.
Uh, I don't know how much longer you want to go, but I
No, I
would
think.
like to, to get a little bit further on the Lego build.
How much
So
do you have left?
a little bit, but like maybe one last story,
Let's see. Um,
if you were okay with that, obviously.
yes, I can do one short one. I think if that's cool.
Sounds good to me.
Am I the asshole
If
for?
what I'm gonna say now is if I don't, because there's a lot of pieces here,
Yeah.
so if I don't get like close to done with this, then I'll probably finish off this bag before the next episode.
All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to quit my job to look after my baby? I, 33 female, am a lawyer and my husband, 34 male, works in an office. I earn the most money, so when I got pregnant, we decided that my husband would stay at home with our daughter, at least until she was a little older. It's been 2 months since I gave birth to our daughter, and I'm planning on going back to work next month. My husband told me last week that it would be better if I quit my job, took care of the baby, and he could provide for us. I told him no because there is no good reason to do that. I earn more money than him and I actually like my job, whereas he hates his job and earns a lot less than me. Plus, we literally agreed that I would work and he would look after our daughter. I don't understand what's changed. He called me a bad mom and he's been really upset at me with me since. We've been fighting about it a lot because he keeps bringing it up. It was his idea to have a child, and he told me he was happy to be a stay-at-home dad. I don't understand why he doesn't want that anymore. Seems like somebody got in his head,
Yeah,
made him think that he wasn't
probably
a father.
probably some sort of parental figure.
Either that, or a friend,
Friend, yeah,
or
friend could
or a
be that too.
social media influencer
Oh God, imagine.
got in his head and was pretty much like making him think that he wasn't a real father, which that is just not the case. Like
Yeah,
any
stay at
kind of
home
father
dad.
that
Hey, listen, girls can be breadwinners, dude.
True. If
In
anybody
all
wants to be
honesty,
make 200K, I'll stay at home. I don't care.
in all honesty, there shouldn't be a fucking like breadwinner. There shouldn't be comparison of like
No.
wage and shit. So it makes sense that he's like, wah.
Yeah,
But
it's just like it's
uh,
just so weird.
it is weird.
'Cause my parents never like they jokingly compare, but it would never be serious. Especially since lately, like it went back and forth for a bit, but still, like one still makes more. But it's still like a it's always joking. Like they don't actually care who makes more because it
But
doesn't
like,
matter. It
it
just
was
doesn't
his
matter.
decision to have the kid. So the way I'm gonna go about this is they agreed. They agreed that he would be the stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter now. You've locked yourself into that agreement because it was your idea to have the kid, and
Yeah.
she told you what she wanted if you were to have a kid, and you agreed to it. So follow through. Changing up is weird as fuck.
Yeah. That makes you less of a good person. I wouldn't say less of a father because that's just too far. Because like you can always switch back.
Yeah.
It's not like he's ruined being like a good father at all. He's just making a mistake at the moment, I think. Everybody's like, yeah, not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. Don't fall for the gaslighting, not the asshole. Yeah, everybody's like, I want to look for controversial. Sort by controversial. This is obviously made
I
up.
think that guy needs to think about whoever told him whatever he got told because he definitely got told something.
Hmm.
In order to like switch up like that, he had to have been told something or like maybe he reevaluated, but
Some of these
wrong
comments are
time.
terrible because some people do say you are the asshole, and it's people that are saying like your baby will face developmental challenges. What the fuck?
No, it won't. I mean, unless they mean because the dad is stupid, but like, I don't. It shouldn't. How
No,
would
it
it
shouldn't.
if it's? I doubt the mom's not gonna. I don't think the mom's gonna be working 24/7.
No, exactly. She's not. She works and makes them just the most.
She
Like
makes
she's
more
gonna be
money.
there on the weekends. She's gonna be there during the night. She's gonna be there like, and plus, since that she makes more, you guys can stress less about money, and now can actually focus more about having time with your child. And especially since you have more money, you can save up more for maybe an early retirement. Like it's just
Yeah,
it's weird to like because money's a big thing for
and
happiness.
if she's making more, then it would make more sense that she would go
Yeah,
back to work. And plus, that yet again, that was the agreement that was made.
yeah. It was the agreement before. Don't make me change the agreement again. I love Star
Switching up like
Wars.
that is dumb.
Yeah, very stupid.
But yeah, but that woman is not the asshole.
No, not at all. How close are you?
Uh, not really. But
Ooh,
I already
Well,
said what I can do, and
yeah.
we're already over time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the progress.
It's looking pretty good.
This is the other side. There's like really cool. I'm I'm guessing this part is just like more of the interior design stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can see like the weapon and armor rack, and then on this side is like I don't know what that is, but there's also another gun on the other side. It's really cool. There's a lot of thought that went into this. It's a
Yeah.
W fucking build.
Very
And
cool.
it's starting to come along quite nicely. It's more than just
I
a
can't wait to
fucking
see the end.
more than just a flat floor.
Yeah.
We're actually going vertically now, which is much easier for my brain.
Makes more sense.
But yeah, I'll probably finish up this bag before the next episode, so I'll show this off a little bit more at the beginning of the next episode.
Anyways,
But yeah,
we've been bricked up.
I've been
I
bricked up.
haven't.
I've been bricked up.
I haven't.
This guy, that guy over there.
I was last episode when I made this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
I'm not anymore though.
He's not bricked up.
Nope. I'm
That's
not.
fucked up. If
That's
you're not
fucked
bricked
up.
if you're not bricked up with us, that's
fucked up.
It's fucked up.
All
Well, Marcus,
right.
you want to tell them what they should do?
You should hit that subscribe bell, like, comment, subscribe, hit the noti.
Hit the subscribe bell. I love the idea that there's
Subscribe
just a
down
ding, ding,
below
ding, 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 ding.
now,
Oh,
wherever it is.
Yeah. Subscribe, please, please. Please do it for us. We actually would genuinely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because we're new.
Just
We're
starting
newer.
out. And it may be weird at the moment, but it will be better.
Yeah. And to the audio listeners, we appreciate all y'all. Thank you for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode, I think. Unless is this the 5th episode we were recording? This is the 4th? This is the 4th episode.
Yeah, because the
second one corrupted, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be back with another one tomorrow. I don't know what we'll be talking about. Probably
Oh, you got rid of my face.
I know. Cry about
You got rid
it.
of my face. I don't know.
Probably
There's
something to do about social media.
Probably.
And then more on top of that, obviously. We'll probably do more of this Reddit stuff too, because this is actually a lot of fun, because
This is.
it's much easier to talk about stuff in that sense.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll come up with some little fun ideas later on, but we're just starting for now. So
who knows?
Yep. We've been bricked up.
I haven't.
Sus shit.
Yeah, that's probably not making the final cut. Okay, see you guys. See you guys. Bye. Subscribe, please. Subscribe. Scrub. 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 Scrub.